Why do most people hate their lives? Oh God, I know hate's a strong word, but that's how they feel, right? They just can't stand their lives. They can't stand their relationships, if they have any, can't stand not having a relationship, their jobs, careers, where they're living, society as a whole. There's no happiness, there's no positivity, and there's no peace. And in this video, I'm going to dive deeper into exactly how that's the case, and also, if you feel like that, what you can do to improve the quality of your life. And if you want more personalized coaching, mentorship in a practical, no bullshit manner about anything of your choosing, then let me help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link is in the description and in the pinned comment down below. This video doesn't actually have to apply to you. This applies to the masses. Doesn't matter where you're from, your age, background, whatever. If you're feeling, or they're feeling, that life is shit and they're hating on it, then obviously there are many practical reasons why. Curveballs come your way, setbacks, dreams and aspirations dying, being around the wrong people. There are so many variables. But let's focus on the masses, where these people are so miserable. They're chronically miserable, chronically negative. And yes, they've got setbacks, but they are stuck in a victimhood mentality. I am not dismissing those setbacks. I'm not saying whatever hell or trauma you've gone through or are going through right now is justified and you need to put on a happy face and be positive. That's not what we do here. I don't bullshit on this channel. What I'm saying is, why are so many people hating their lives but giving off an impression in a bullshit fake manner that everything's perfect? Behind that fake smile is pain and misery. Behind the bragging rights is insecurity and fear. Behind the overexcitedness and the constant posting on social media and the constant one-upmanship and competitiveness is a very bitter, resentful, miserable person. And this is not just one or two people. This is the masses. How did we get here? Why did we get here? It's worrying. But going back to you, I'm going to offer you solutions, proper solutions, if any of the points I'm going to make in this video resonate with you, because I don't want you to hate your life. You only have one life, and I know it's shit right now. I know you're up against it, but I've been there myself. I've been rock bottom many times. I've lost everything from gambling. I built a business, lost it all. I've had the shittest relationships. I lost my dad tragically. I've had many, many different setbacks. And I'm not saying I've got it all together now. No one ever does. That's bullshit. But I'm in a much better place, and I want you to join me there. I want you to be at that stage where you say, you know what? I don't need much to be happy. I don't want to be happy. I just want peace. And through peace, through calmness, through comfort, through more control, through more understanding and the healing of our scars and wounds, do we become better and our lives get better. And we don't hate life anymore. We see it and say it for what it is. That's the no bullshit practical solution to this issue. But let's go back to the masses. These people built a life that was never really theirs. Most people followed the exact script, maybe you included. Go to school, go get qualifications, get a job, settle down, stay safe. And now they're stuck in routines they never questioned, and they're too afraid to make a change. The best thing a man especially can do is to go out and hurt himself. Go get your heart broken. Seriously, go lose money. Go get beaten up to a degree, not to an aggressive level, and don't go looking for a fight. Have the pain, have the suffering, and then learn to pick yourself back up again. Learn from the mistakes, and then, and only then, are you ready to follow the script of your own choosing. What do I mean by that? Well, go get fired. Go drop out of school and then realize the value of education if that's your calling. Go settle down when you're ready to settle down. Never rush in, never rush in, and never play it safe. You need to take calculated risks. That applies to men, because the opposite of that is you go to school and you're studying basically what your teachers and your parents told you to do. Same with qualifications. You get a job, again, what your teachers and parents and peers told you to do. You settle down because you felt pressured. You saw people around you, same thing. You stay safe. And people wonder why they have, not just men, women as well, midlife crises. Because other people dictated the script. and you're stuck in a routine in misery that you can't get out of because you never once made the choice. Okay, you can't choose what school to go to as a kid, but what if you chose what college to go to and what degree to study? What if you chose, you know what, uni's not for me, college is not for me? What if you chose a career that was right for you? What if you chose to start your own business? What if you chose to, after years of rejection, leveling up, or maybe just looking in the wrong places, growing up and realizing, you know what, it's not an age thing. I want to settle down because I'm ready and at that stage now. And what does settling down mean for you? And staying safe means taking calculated risks. That's the difference. The people that hate their lives never question anything. So ask yourself, what part of my life did I actually choose? And what did I accept? That question alone can wake you the hell up if you are hating, stuck in misery, despair, and negativity. One more time. What part of my life did I choose and what did I just accept? I'll tell you exactly what happened to me. I never chose my education, and I was forced into education, forced into college. It wasn't for me. I left. I was forced into careers very early on in my 20s. It wasn't for me. I was even forced basically by manipulation and brainwashing and also being around the wrong people and dynamics to be in a relationship that was so miserable, so toxic, just to tick a box. Nah, screw that. Walked away from that, leveled up, and then I chose to be in a relationship. Do you know what? I found someone beautiful, found someone good for me, and that's where I'm at now. That's why I'm happy to settle down, happy to elevate, happy to take the calculated risk because I chose. I want you, or whoever's watching this that feels like that, to do the same. Now, why do most people hate their lives? Because they're surrounded by people who drain them. So the fake friends, shit relationships, colleagues who are just toxic. When your environment's toxic, your spirit shuts down. Now, multiple times in this video, I have highlighted and emphasized that happiness is not the goal here. All right? Because happiness is unobtainable. But peace and then happiness through living a life of peace is not only obtainable, it's the most purest form of joy. So, we can have one or multiple toxic relationships. And I've seen this with people I've coached and people in my personal life. They have toxic friendships who dismiss their ideas, gaslight them, bully and abuse them. Emotionally distant partners or toxic partners who bring them down and drain them. Family, the same. And their work is shit. And they might address one area, cut out the toxic friends or whatever. However, they might still be in that toxic job. They might still be in that toxic relationship. They might still whatever. You've got to do a culling and a cutting out like never before because your life will remain miserable. It's never going to magically fix itself. They're never going to change. And the longer you're there, the longer you suffer. Now you can say, oh, I hate my life. Okay. Sigmund Freud said, sometimes people are not depressed. They're just hanging around with arseholes. If you're associating willingly with arseholes, that could be your problem. So let's audit the circle. Pay attention to how you feel after every interaction. Energy doesn't lie. But people, most people, they lie and bullshit all the time. Funny how you don't have these problems with your colleagues when you're on annual leave. Funny how you're a different person away from your partner. Funny how when you're with a different group of friends, you have a different vibe and energy. Pay attention to that. Now, most people hate their lives because they're distracted constantly to things that are numbing them, not things that are healing them and improving the quality. So, Netflix binges, doom scrolling, adult content, weed, alcohol every night. That keeps the pain away, but it also kills your ambition. I don't give a shit where you're 30 or 80. There is always another goal and target. And do you know what? I was always an ambitious person. But sometimes, and in periods in my life, I lost ambition. I lost my goals. And that was because of major setbacks, betrayal, being scammed around the wrong people, and so on. And only recently have I started to get that ambition and those goals back. But in that time of misery and despair, with many setbacks and problems to, sort out, were my Netflix binges, was a glass of brandy or whiskey at night, was doom scrolling, was just going through the motions. That doesn't help. And that compounds. And we need to trade discomfort for clarity. Sit with yourself and that discomfort will pass. And what's left is the truth. For 14 months, very recently, I had the slowest growth and huge problems in my other business. Legal problems, financial, you name it. It broke me. And every day felt the same. I didn't hate life, but I was frustrated. But I kept pushing through. I knew eventually it would work out. And the discomfort and growing pains I had were some I've never seen before. And I was agitated and annoyed, but I pushed through. And the man I am now, and the results I've reaped as a result, have been life-changing for the better. If I can do that, think what you can do. Lastly, most people hate their lives because they've lost all sense of meaning. Chasing likes, working for a paycheck, trying to impress people who don't give a shit about them. It's so loud. It's so in your face. It's so extroverted, but it's so fake and empty. Without meaning in any area of your life, you'll have nothing. Aesthetically and on the surface and superficially, you tick boxes. Well, I've got a job with this title. Great. I earn this money. Great. I live here. Great. I'm married. Great. I do X, Y, and Z. Great. I try X, Y, and Z. Cool. What's the meaning behind it, mate? What's the meaning behind it? Why'd you do it? Why do I do this? Sit in front of a camera for years now. Basically talking to you. Because I want to help people. Because I enjoy it. Because I think I'm good at it. If I wasn't, no one would watch it. But the meaning there is I help people. It's a business. And it's what I do. And I love it. And that's the key. You don't need a perfect plan. You need a real reason. Even a minor reason to do something. And if you can't find one, make one up. There is always a motivation. I had a coaching client who ruminated about people who were bullying her and disrespectful towards her. And yet she seemed to ignore that she had a beautiful newborn who was her everything. I said, every time you ruminate, why don't you go to your newborn who makes you feel better? I don't know, she said. What about everything you do should be for your newborn? Yeah, that's true. Instantly made her feel better. That's how it works. And like I said, make one up. You don't have to be practical and logical. Make up a reason. For those, the masses who hate their lives, I can't help them. But those of you who are frustrated and agitated and want to make sense of things, maybe I can help you. Book a free discovery call with me. The link is in the description and pinned comment below. Only serious people who give a shit and are willing to do the work and be uncomfortable and have the uncomfortable conversations will book that call. But remember, these people hate their lives because they built a life that was never really theirs. And one more time, what part of your life did you actually choose? And what part did you just accept? Are you sick and tired of feeling stuck in life or being weighed down by endless struggles? Maybe you're exhausted from being walked all over, or tired of never having boundaries, or not saying no, walking away, or stuck in toxic cycles and situations. Well, imagine breaking free from all of that, feeling powerful and totally in control of your life. When you work with me, there's no BS, no fluff, just real, personal transformation.
I won't lie, his direct no BS approach made me feel uncomfortable at times, but was absolutely necessary to reveal my blind spots that were holding me back to become the best version of myself.
He told me things I didn't want to hear but I needed to hear, and it's helped me find myself again and to move on from it all and to rebuild and to come out stronger.
Now, you've seen my journey on YouTube about the power of walking away from the wrong people, overcoming addiction, handling grief, empowering myself from being rock bottom. But this isn't about me. This is not my story. This is your story. Imagine having a life on your terms, having a healthier, better relationship, being able to overcome your struggles and actually be at peace and taste happiness, maybe for the first time ever in your life.
I was skeptical at first, as he's not the cheapest, but my concerns were immediately put to rest when he presented a step-by-step detailed breakdown of my new life plan for me to follow immediately after the call.
I had a session with SCG. I just think that it was very, very beneficial, and he helped me work through my structure and path moving forward.
Now, other coaches fail when it comes to getting real results because they offer you generic advice that is not catered to you. It's a one-size-fits-all program, and it's a load of BS.
After watching countless videos on YouTube regarding heartbreak, I noticed that they were all similar. Go to the gym, hang around with friends, find a hobby, and all that other BS basically. Yeah, that's great advice, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't the advice that I needed. That's when I came across SCG's videos.
But I'm different. I listen to you. I take notes. I ask the deep questions and personalize and cater to your needs to take you from where you are now to where you truly want to be. And it's a lot easier and simpler than you think.
What I appreciate the most is how SCG tailored the session to my specific needs and goals. After questioning and analysing my unique background and story, I feel he over-delivered, proving his genuine passion for his clients.
I totally recommend, if you're reaching out, if you're looking into having somebody who can listen with understanding and help you kind of bring different perspectives to what you're dealing with.
So here's what I want you to do. If you are genuinely serious about change and personal transformation, book a free discovery call right now down below. And also check out the testimonials from real people and real success stories of men and even women who've turned their lives around thanks to me. There are only limited spots available, to take advantage of this now, and it's only for serious people who are serious about change. So let's not delay. Let's not keep you where you are now, stuck in the same cycles, the same routines for another year. Let's work together and break free together and live life finally on your terms.
Truly, thank you, SCG.
I really appreciate you, SCG.
If you're going through something similar, he could help you also.
If you're thinking of coaching with him, try it out for sure. Reach out.
If you're struggling too, especially with heartbreak, or just like I am, or anything else for that matter, then please reach out to SCG. Book your free consultation, and I can assure you, you won't regret it. You can't put a price on your health, especially your mental health.